Roseanne's response to something or other. This is her live from her bedroom that her son does. Kiss my fucking ass, I follow the Lord, with Roseanne and Jake. It's a weird name for a podcast, but
yeah.
Also, do you know where I left my necklace? I don't know what happened. Did the wall get vaccinated and now it's magnetic? Is that what happened? I gave my wall a vaccine and now look, fuck.
It really bothers me when people.
Hold on, this is quiet. I don't know why. It really bothers you.
People
What?
are saying the Jews because there are so many different kinds of us, and you know, there's so many different.
Yes, there are Jews with apparently a respiratory illness right now because they don't believe in vaccines or flu shots, I suppose. So there's lots of different kinds of Jews, including Christian Jews, which wouldn't, never mind.
Mindsets of Jews.
Really? I don't know about you. I always thought didn't you guys always thought that Jews were monotonous automatons that all sounded alike, you know, they all sound and look alike and all think the same? That's what I always liked about my favorite Jewish comedians was that I could always count on them to write the exact same joke.
And, you know, half of us can't even stand the other half of us.
Oh, yeah? So so Jews of the world divided, according to Roseanne.
Yeah. So, you know, stop saying the Jews.
Yeah, Bible. Stupid Bible always saying the Jews. Pronounce it right. Them Jews. Some of the Jews. The occasional Jew.
Please.
That's the name of my new book. I'm not Jewish, so I had to play fast and loose with the title, but you understand.
There are many kinds, and
there are many kinds. There's different kinds of Jews in the world, and I mean it, man. Don't forget about it. There's a rare kind of Jew, okay, that likes big, tall shiksas. Am I right?
And we don't.
They're all in.
We don't all have the same opinion.
Huh. Why are Jews so different than all the other racial, ethnic, or religious groups on the planet? What makes them so special that they can have a variety of thought?
And we don't all believe that the Anti-Defamation League speaks for us.
Right. Some of you, I guess some of you are pro-defamation. It's a risky proposition, but sure.
Because they seem to ignore.
They seem to ignore the anti-defamation.
Very important things,
mm-hmm.
and focus on very political things. And we don't dig that.
They don't dig it, you know. It's not the kind of thing they groove with. Well, half the Jews. Well, a section of them. I mean, one of them. I mean, I don't know that they all don't think alike. It's different. It depends on what kind of Jew you are. I mean, is there an L and a G and a B and a T and a Q and an I and an A and a 2S kind of a thing in Judaism so that I can start categorizing and subcategorizing? Because I'm going to get very confused. And how do I process it? If I see one of my Jewish friends, so I walk up and go, which kind of Jew are you? Are you the Jew that digs what the ADL is laying down? Or are you one of the Jews that doesn't dig it, man? Because, you know, I feel left out of the conversation.
No, we don't. What they're doing to Twitter and Elon Musk is atrocious, and it's
right. That's it. That's the big thing. That's the attacking. If they attack Elon Musk, that's too much. It's too much. That's the line we don't cross. Look, you can try to stop all the Charlottesville marches all you want and push back on the head writer at Tucker Carlson. We put up with that, but God damn it.
Really kind of funny because they're saying that there's a rise in anti-Semitism, which there is. Because if you go on any college campus or follow any left-wing journalists, you'll see the rise. And they're saying
technically speaking, Roseanne is at least half as much of an anti-Semite as they are because she thinks the other half are dangerous or deluded or all right.
saying that Elon Musk.
By the way, I believe that racial, ethnic, and religious differences are very important and should be discussed, you know, conscientiously and with caring and love and genuine discussions. This ain't that, so I'll just make fun of it. Never confuse me mocking these kind of conversations for mocking the subject matter of the conversations. As a matter of fact, that's why I mock these kind of conversations, because the subject matter means something to me, more than just kind of like a pissing contest.
Because he doesn't despise Trump and conservatives, is the person pushing it.
That's why you don't think it's the rise in anti-Semitism on Twitter in particularly, which is causing a coordination amongst those forces across campuses and the like, making them think that there's a lot more like them and therefore feeling more emboldened to be openly anti-Semitic. That hasn't occurred to you? Social media being a thing that is used largely by the young, especially shitter.
And just think about this for a second, because it's really
okay. Just to think.
Really funny. I've been thinking about this all week.
Okay.
There is a rise of anti-Semitism on social media. 95% of it's from the left.
Yeah.
And they're blaming Elon Musk because he doesn't hate Trump. Now, meanwhile, if
what? No, they're blaming him for not taking it down, period. Because if you go, I don't care who's saying it, I agree, effectively, by not shutting down that particular kind of hate, when you may shut down other kind of hate that you feel, you know, particularly either affects you or affects somebody you do like. If you feel differently about blacks and Hispanics than you do about Jews, and you're like, I don't let that happen on my network or whatever, because I don't think that black people and Hispanic people can handle it. They're too weak to handle it. They're a little, you know, they're like pets, you know, and you can't allow that kind of hate speech on there because it gets them all riled up and angry and stuff. So I shut that shit down. But Jews, A, they can handle it, and B, they deserve it. That I don't care who says it, whether it's far right, far left, everybody. I'll take all anti-Semitic comers. Just everybody pile on to Twitter. That's the problem.
you go on Instagram,
They don't give a, they're not going the rise in right-wing ones. They're looking at the overall rise. Jesus Christ.
or any platform that he doesn't run, that's run by Zuckerberg,
who is a, he's Catholic, isn't he?
you will see much more vile anti-Semitism. It's not even comparable.
Well, by volume, Facebook's a much bigger site, but.
And they're going after Twitter. They're going after Elon Musk because it's private owned, because he doesn't collude with the government, and because he's for free speech.
He doesn't collude with the government. Motherfucker, his entire financial existence is based on government contracts. Jesus Christ. With what these assholes think about NASA, that's who his primary contract is with. SpaceX is the biggest contract he has, and it's what keeps a lot of his other shit afloat when it's collapsing.
So the ADL is actually disgusting.
Okay, good. Anti-disgustingly.
Because they're going after him under the guise of anti-Semitism, but it's really to crush conservative voices. And
well, then why didn't they do it sooner? What does the ADL do? They just sit there scheming in the dark until, oh, let's wait. We really want to go after him because he likes Trump and all this kind of thing. You wait. We'll just wait until anti-Semitism goes off the chain, until there's not an 80% rise. Hold on, hold it back, guys. 99% rise, 200% rise. Okay, once we get to 250, that's when we go the fuck out of here.
The truth from getting out, and that's why people hate the ADL. That's why I hate them. They're not.
Well, I think we need to remember.
Also, are you in the same room?
For the wise words of Bob Marley, chase them crazy bald heads. I do not trust any bald-headed. Yeah. I don't, because
run that by me again.
I do not trust any bald-headed. Yeah. I don't, because why? I mean, no, I mean like a.
Jesus Christ! What do you do?
Shaved head.
Oh, okay.
I know. I mean a shaved head. You don't. So Michael Jordan, clearly a problem. Jason Statham, Bruce Willis, absolutely. Watch out.
Good.
I mean, I just.
You just don't trust anybody who shaves their head. Okay, cool. So, because they're all skinheads, I think is the word. Anybody who shaves their head is a skinhead, including Michael Jordan and any number of black dudes who shave their head. She doesn't test. Yeah. Joe Rogan's fucked. Yeah, she's never going on Joe Rogan again. She didn't trust that motherfucker. Now, granted, maybe this is something she picked up when she was in his house. You know what I mean? There's a very strong possibility that she trusted, bald people until she went over to, to Joe's house. Jamie, put up on the big screen that thing about Roseanne saying she doesn't trust bald people. Yeah. That's that article I put in the thing. Yeah, that video where she's talking about how she doesn't trust bald people. Jamie, put that up on the big screen and then get me another gigantic joint.
Don't trust a shaved head.
I don't trust a shaved head. How do you feel about a shorn scrotum? What's your opinion of manscaping?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Joe Rogan. Absolutely. There, you hear that, Joe?
All right.
Of my people.
Of my people. Wait a minute. You only don't trust Jewish skinheads.
My people. Because my people, I mean, you're supposed to have something on your head.
Fuck, I'll give you something on your head. What the hell?
Even if it's just a little band around here, you're supposed to have something on your head.
Yeah, you get alopecia or cancer, fuck you. You're not a Jew to me. What in the ever-loving fuck is this nut job talking about?
You remove.
By the way, I don't know why I'm amazed. This woman thinks that world leaders are eating African baby livers because they taste sweet because they don't use pesticides in Africa. Narrator, it turns out they actually use a lot of awful pesticides in Africa.
Even that, too, that you went too far for me. I don't know what I'm saying, but
no one does.
That's the mark of the beast. You're saying bald people are satanic, I think is weird. No, I'm joking. It's the Jew that shaved his head.
All right. I that's it. This woman, this is finally, she has 400,000 subscribers on this channel. 400,000 subscribers. I have 60. Now, obviously, Roseanne's a much better known star than I am, and so I'll take my time, and I like my audience, and we may be an acquired taste, and it may take a little longer, but 400,000 people subscribe to this. Now, I know what you're saying. Hal, but are those real 400,000 subscribers? No. She gets 19,000. This video is a day old. It's got 19,000 views. That's not a legit number if you have 400,000 subscribers. One would think you would have at least a quarter of the number of subscribers you have. That's about the business. I do those numbers, around the 8 to 10 range on the regular for the separate videos all the time. And for the main live stream. And I don't have anywhere near those numbers, so I'm going to go with a lot of them are bullshit. But still, it impacts how much money she makes off it. So while you're at it, just like and subscribe. Just hit the subscribe thing and leave comments and all that kind of stuff. And that's her show. That's what they talk about on that show. And that is the kind of content you need to create so that Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones and Alex Stein and all these people will come on your network. That's all you need. That's what they come for. I don't trust Jews who shave their head because you're supposed to have something on your head. And therefore, I won't even ask if you have cancer. Fuck it. If you're wearing a Star of David and you've got cancer, I don't trust you anymore. Good Lord. Yes, that's true. My viewers are organic, and it's why I have the viewer hours that I have. I have over 10 million viewed hours on this show in less than 2 years. That's incredible. And that's because of you guys, and that's because you stick around, and I love you. And now I'm going to take off and go prep for the morning show because we have the radio show tomorrow, Hal Sparks radio program Mega Worldwide on WCPT, and our dear friend Philip Bittner will be joining us, and then perhaps another surprise guest, we shall see, and our dear friend Johnny Million, who has his own show as well on these interwebs. It's Johnny Million on Twitch and on YouTube, so please subscribe and follow him as well there. And at no point will you hear that I automatically trust or don't trust someone based on their haircut or lack thereof. Just in general. I'm not going to get panicked because somebody has dreadlocks. I don't care what color they are. I don't care if somebody has a mohawk, unless they're an actual mohawk and it's 230 years ago. Then I'd be a little nervous. Well, the receiving end, right? But everywhere else, thank you. And you look marvelous as well. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for the super chats tonight. People really stepped up tonight, and I really appreciate it. That was beautiful. It's shocking and lovely, and you guys take such good care of the show. And thank you to our patrons. Again, it's been great being able to talk directly to the chat because of the prompter that we now have. It makes it so much easier. Thank you. Oh, we got the last for you, Pokey. Don't worry about it. I'll bring this up with Johnny tomorrow. I will, because he has a shaved head, but he's not Jewish, so he would be okay. She trusts apparently non-Jews with shaved heads, but not non-Jewish skinheads. I thought were the problem, but apparently she doesn't trust the Jewish skinheads. It's very confusing. I mean, there's fucking hell. It makes no sense. It makes about as much sense as the kidney. I mean, that's what I hear.